from then began the luck of the Tailor of Gloucester. He grew quite stout, and he grew quite rich.
It is got up in the choicest style and illustrated with 26 of the finest pictures it is possible to imagine. Well, congratulations. I'm sure that's the first time a children's book has been so well reviewed in the Tailor and Cutter. And Peter Rabbit, translated into French. That's a triumph too, don't you think? I think one day he'll go all over the world. Pierre Lapin.
I don't like Pierre Lapin, actually.
Oh?
No, I would prefer Pierre Lapéroux.
Oh, I don't know the word.
Oh, it means baby rabbit.
Ah.
And quite honestly, I think the lady who did the translation, Mademoiselle Victorine Ballon, could have done better with Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail. What about Flopso, Trotso and Queue de Coton?
It's enchanting. You're very well up on your French, Mademoiselle Potter.
Well, I had a lot of time with nothing much else to do but study.
I think you're rather like a Lapéroux yourself. Come in. Alfred, yes, just put them on the table there. Thank you. I like the drawings of this new rabbit, Benjamin.
Perhaps it's a bit early for another rabbit book so soon after Peter. I have an idea for a squirrel story.
Well, the rabbits seem very popular. We're reprinting Peter for the 5th time.
Well, perhaps I ought to leave the squirrel story till after my holidays in the Lake District.
I wish I could come with you.
Perhaps you will one day.
What about this little hedgehog?
Ah, well, now that's my Mrs. Tiggywinkle. She really deserves a book of her own.
Well, I mean, why not? Put a little bonnet on her head and a little apron. She'd look exactly like an old washerwoman.
Yes. And those crinkly little hands.
Yes.
Just behave. Hmm? Ah, little brute bit me.
Poor thing, she's probably getting bored with posing. The Wardens have asked me to a party.
I hope you're going.
I don't think Mother would approve.
Well, don't tell her then. Don't let Mother bully you. She tried it with me. I wouldn't have it. Why didn't you come and stay with me for a bit? Hmm? Remember what fun we had up in Scotland when we were young?
Actually, I modelled Mrs. Tiggywinkle on that old washerwoman we used to have.
Oh, Mrs. McIntosh. Yeah. So I got a mangle. If I don't feel like farming, I go painting. It's a fine life. Come and stay with me for a bit.
Oh, it's so much easier if you're a man.
You're so soft. Be a real Crompton for once.
I do believe they're jealous.
Don't use your hands. Again, Tom. Away.
You know, Bea, I sometimes think my two brothers are younger than any of them.
It's Millie.
No! It's Auntie B. You must pay the forfeit, Uncle.
Oh.
Oh, did you hear? Father Christmas is coming. That's the bells on the reindeer.
Merry Christmas, children! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Hey!
Please, Father Christmas, have you brought us presents?
Only good little girls get presents. Have you been a good little girl?
Yes. At least I think so.
Ah. What's your name?
Winifred.
Winifred. Has Winifred been a good little girl?
No!
Yes, she has been a good little girl, Father
Good. Come on,
Christmas.
children. Let's see what's under the tree. Here, now then. What have we got?
You've got a nice big Christmas tree at home, Anthony.
No, I'm afraid we don't have one at all.
Why not?
Well, you see, my parents are rather old, and they don't really hold with Christmas.
How bad
And one for Miss Beatrix Potter.
Oh, thank you, Father Christmas.
It's a pleasure.
It's Uncle Johnny Crow!
Oh, no, it isn't. No, it's Father Christmas.
Look what Uncle Johnny Crow's made for me.
What is it?
It's a mouse house. Thank you, Norman. It's just what I wanted.
I've got a bigger house than that.
Have you?
Come and look.
It's meant to be a surprise. Oh, dear.
Oh, what a lovely house.
Silly old Uncle Johnny Crow hasn't quite finished it yet.
Well, there's gratitude for you. Who'd be an uncle? It's going to have real muslin curtains and blinds.
And who's going to live in it?
A lady called Lucinda. And Jane the cook.
Lucky Lucinda.
Auntie B, could you make a book about them for me?
Oh, Auntie B's too busy.
Well, it's not a bad idea, though, is it? We could do it together, if we had Lucinda and Jane.
And your mice.
Naughty mice. Mice are naughty.
Bad mice, definitely.
Gollywogs are very popular with the young folk this year, sir. Oh, there's this doll. Look. She closes her eyes when she lies down.
I was looking for a young lady called Lucinda.
Lucinda.
Yes, Lucinda. A respectable young lady.
Oh. What about this one, sir?
Yes, she will do nicely. And then I need a cook called Jane.
Yes, sir. A cook called Jane. Ah. What about her, sir? A lovely cook.
With good references. Yes, Jane will suit the situation perfectly. Thank you.
I told you, Mother, I was going to a party weeks ago.
You didn't say it was with the Warns.
They're charming people and very kind.
They are not people of our station, Beatrix. They're in trade. Your father and I forbid you to mix with them socially in the future.
I don't see how printing books is any more degrading than printing calico like Grandfather.
Don't be impertinent, Beatrix. Apologize to your mother.
So sorry, Mother, I shouldn't have said that.
Hobby of yours is all very well in its own place, but the trouble with you is you will overdo things. You're quite exhausted. All this gallivanting around. You know you're not strong. You need a rest. If you strain your eyes, it'll be nobody's fault but your own. And you've been quite neglecting the house here. Cook tells me she's been left to choose the meals.
Christmas luncheon was inedible.
It's not very grateful of you, Beatrix, after all we've done for you.
No, Mother. I'm so sorry about the food. But I don't see how I can manage without going to the publishers from time to time.
Letters. Business is always better done by letter, especially with printers and publishers. Then you have a record in case of trouble.
Yes, Papa. And I regret I cannot call at the office. I've had such painful unpleasantness at home about our books. I should be obliged if you would kindly say no more about the new book at present.